Audience participation section. But before we get going on the audience participation, I want to thank everybody for spending their day with us today, and I hope you guys have come away with some good ideas, because we're going to talk about those, and I'm going to pick them up here. So I call this section Mining for Gold. And, yeah, gold, baby. So gold can be found in some of the most extraordinary places. In our words, in shared thoughts and knowledge, even on a Sunday CWC conference that helps volunteers or helpers from areas throughout the state to improve their branches. So I think of gold as kind of three aspects of gold. You've got the flakes of gold, right? Not the flakes of people, we're talking the flakes of gold. These are like one or two words that trigger another longer thought. So one or two things that you've picked up today that maybe you're going to trigger into something a little bit longer thought. And if you can group some of those flakes together, you can produce these little mini nuggets. Mini nuggets can then turn into actual nuggets. And that's where you've learned something major from one of these sessions or a section of the discussion that we've had today. And it comes to you as a full impact. A nugget is a full impact versus a little bit of a flake that's just a partial impact, and you have to think about it more. But then you've got this 24 karat gold. And what do I mean by that? Not only have you come to learn something that you can take back to your branch, but you've ended up with something much more. You've ended up with something that you can take away that you can utilize yourself, like a website or a newsletter out there, or a connection with your peers here today that is mutually beneficial, that you can continue a discussion on. And if you've come away with a 24 karat gold, that's the best of all the worlds. If you come away with a flake, you now have somebody to talk to expand on that flake, to turn it into a mini nugget. If you come away with some nuggets, those can all be worked together to give you that 24 karat gold. So what I want you to do today, what we're going to talk about, I want you to think back about everything that you participated in today. You had Tim Flood's keynote speech. You had the morning breakout session, the job-alikes at lunch, the afternoon breakout sessions. So now it's your turn to share. We're going to write down some of the nuggets or flakes or 24 karat gold things that we've come away with today. I'm going to type these up and we'll get them sent to everybody. But if you wanted to take pictures or whatever you want to do while we're working on this. But I want everybody to participate, because one thing that somebody found, say Donna found something, and she announces it. Somebody else in the back of their head is sitting there going, I didn't think about it that way. But I think I can use what Donna has come up with, this little flake that Donna's come up with, and I can turn it into a nugget in my branch. So that's why we're going to share today. Okay? So, I want you to think about this. What flake or nugget stood out for you? What are you excited to share with your branch? Because you're going to go back and you're going to talk about this meeting with your branch. Not only with your boards, but hopefully with the members of your branch. Share these things. What are you excited to share with them? Is there something that you learned today that you can implement right away in your branch? Or is there something specific that you can implement in your own writing career? Part of that 24 karat nugget. And I also want you to think about naming someone that you met that you really want to stay in touch with. You guys all got an attendance sheet with emails, and the branches are. It's a great opportunity for you guys to stay in touch with somebody else. So, just real quick, I'm gonna start us off. Most of you know that I'm running for CWC president when we do our
All in favor? All in favor?
When we do the voting and everything. One of the things I heard in the marketing session was a statewide Zoom meeting. I think it's a great idea. It's one of the great things that I saw. So I'm gonna write down some stuff. Think about it because I'm gonna have you guys give me some stuff, so. I'm also gonna reintroduce the once or every 2 month presidents meeting so that we can share, the presidents of each of the branches can get together and share, okay? All right, toss me up some ideas, folks. Yep,
Servant leader,
servant leader.
and
Yeah.
one more is consolidation.
Serve.
That's why I don't do it.
I know.
It's got spell check, don't worry. Serbian.
Serbian leader. Sorry. Yep. And what was the second one?
Consolidation.
Consolidation.
It should be SARVANT.
To be edited later.
Yeah.
How can you give and be a servant to your
Right.
writers group
I got you.
community?
I know I spelled it wrong. Go for it.
A quarterly treasury
It was
meeting.
in the.
Quarterly treasury meeting.
Jordan, what's consolidation?
I'm thinking more of, the SS, Squarespace.
The what?
Squarespace, everything.
Yes.
So you're consolidating newsletter, website, technologies,
Yes. Domain.
okay?
Effort.
All right, toss me some more. Come on, over here. Chrissy.
Shorter, simpler newsletters. Those blasts.
Sharing best practices, but also the tools that we use for the website, newsletter, other things. Maybe there's even the group discount that applies if different branches use the same tools.
Sharing best practices.
You need somebody to help you tape that up or anything.
That's all right. I'm just gonna take all these papers home. You said something else besides sharing best practices.
The tool sets that we use for websites, newsletters, so forth, you know, there's a great range of skills and experience here. If somebody had a template that was the best recommended way to set up a website for a chapter, maybe that would be useful to share.
Perfect.
Making meetings more interactive and doing more with new members, really getting them involved right away.
Helpers.
Helpers versus volunteers.
Or help.
And make older members younger. Trying to get more people to come to the meetings. I was just talking to Alicia and she had a really good idea, or Alicia maybe.
Tell me the idea.
Yeah, she said, what they do is if you get a new member, you send them an email right away and also tell them what programs are coming up. Because she said they asked people why they came to a meeting after they hadn't been for a year, the speaker. So how important the speakers are and also communicating that to new members and maybe older members as well.
Involving your new members.
Giving them better information so that they can.
Jordan, if I could expand upon my own idea, my suggestion was in the targeted invitation to new members, we include the upcoming speakers, because I asked somebody who joined his club who had joined and did not actually attend the meeting until a year later, what was the straw that broke the camel's back? And he said, learning about the speakers. And I said, oh, like Netflix, like Amazon, where they say, oh, because you read this, because we recommend
Right.
this, so you're a new member, we recommend, you know, here are upcoming speakers. So-
Yeah,
So
I mean,
we're
it's-
tagging on to their motivation.
That's good.
It's real simple,
And
but
that
it's-
goes for new members and all members.
All
You're
members. Well,
beginning
it
to-
could be, but like getting that new member that just signed up to get into the door, in the welcome letter, tell them
Welcome
what the
letters.
next set of
Okay.
speakers
Yeah.
are going to be.
So new member welcome letters.
we do that.
Also, we've observed that if you put barkers outside the door, they'll bring people in.
Was like the paddleball thing?
Yeah.
There. I did that once.
How about buddy programs for new members?
Buddy program.
Another group called a mentor, Jordan.
We have a speaker's, presentation every month, but somebody said something that intrigued me and I think we should look into, is offering or creating a venue where members could actually come in and talk about their specific craft. Not a big, but just come in and
So
talk about,
a member knowledge talk.
it's along those lines.
Right.
That's a good idea.
And it could be related to writing or something else.
Because that would give, and I liked that too, because it would give us a resource for research. We could do research with you, Debbie, because you're a pastor. And I want to write about a pastor, but if we didn't know you were a pastor, maybe I wrote about the pastor thing wrong. Even if they're minor characters, so I really liked that too.
So I just wanted to say that we used to have, right before our living night, we had a member spotlight before each speaker.
Yeah.
And we feature a member every month, 555.
Member
Member
spotlights.
spotlight, it was 5 minutes telling your story how you got here. 5 minutes of reading and then 5 minutes of Q&A. They'd get an interview that would go up on the website, so they have a permalink to link to. It's a really nice way of profiling our members and also networking.
Yeah. Kim.
Activating the membership through more socialization, such as food and peer problem solving.
Okay.
Yep.
So say it again.
Activating the membership through types of
Social
socialization,
activities.
food and peer problem solving.
That's like a support group idea, Jordan.
Right.
Yeah.
So those are two separate ideas.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Give me some more.
I thought a really nice idea, maybe from Michael, was interviewing the new member. I would add maybe interviewing and videotaping that interview, and then posting it on your YouTube site. Meet our new members. But the interviewing the member, what are they interested in? What do they need? What are they looking for? I thought that was a really good suggestion.
And all of these kinds of things like this, we can also do with your current members,
Yeah.
your board, so that your new people can start to know some of the people who've been here a while. Yeah, Jerry?
We do something that's aligned with that, is our new member orientation.
Right.
So everybody who's been a new member for what, 6 months? 3 months. Then they get to ask questions and talk about their interest in the club and what they're looking for.
Now, I heard somebody else talk about coffee with Chrissy, coffee with the president, sips with Scotty. So here we go.
Give
Lunch
the
for
meaning to
Kim.
wine and wine.
Lunch.
Free lunch.
Coffee with Chrissy.
Dessert for Roger. That's all I want, man.
Scotty. I mean, yeah.
This may be repeating, but maybe setting up a place on Zoom or something where a writer could bring a problem with he or she is facing, or he, she, or they is facing in the story to people who know how to help.
So you're talking about, maybe a genre-specific,
Genre-specific, or
Zooms or
even
something like
just knowing formatting or something.
I'd like a statewide Zoom.
right,
Jordan,
that's what
yeah.
I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Part of the
statewide
statewide Zoom,
Yeah.
genre, or
Well,
publishing.
we do it we do it every day you wanted. Of course we have it. We just only do it once in a while. Yeah, of course we have it.
Statewide Zoom like that.
Well, we only get we only get 80 out of 2,000.
Yeah.
And then, the
I didn't
critique
know about
groups
that.
by
I didn't do
statewide
that.
for if you wanted a specific
Well, it was-
genre
it
that
was
you don't
more
have
for, like,
Right.
local members, you could reach out to the rest of the state and see if there was someone that would make a good critique
That's
group for
very
you.
good.
That's good.
Other ideas? Other things that really popped out at you? Yeah,
Statewide speakers.
statewide speakers.
Do you mean like a statewide speakers bureau on your website?
No, statewide speaker for.
So have a
Speakers.
a statewide meeting.
I'd like a statewide speakers bureau so that if we cultivate good speakers within our groups, then they could be on this list to use to different groups.
Yeah.
Also gets the logistics, which is what Eva's Zoom speaker series really, that is so smart, that's such a great idea, because then we're not limited geographically.
So we're talking members-specific statewide bureau, right?
No, it's like, it's a resource. It's a board, it's like a resource for the branches.
So then who vets?
Well, that's the
Well, we have to
question.
figure
Yeah,
that out.
no mechanics.
Speakers pool where.
Well, that's what that
That's a
is.
bureau.
That's what that is, yeah.
If we have a good speaker, why not share it?
Okay. Yeah,
Just looking at this, I know we're all excited by these because these are all a great list. I think we need to put together this list as a tool set, and we need someone who knows what they just said or knows about it, writes the 300 words necessary to explain that idea or how it's used, so that the whole club has a tool set or resource set of these innovations or common ideas. Because we all need to be doing these.
amen, right. So on the new CWC website, we were gonna have a resources block and stuff like that. So there, I know a bunch of you have these on your websites already. So if we can gather all of those things and put them in on the statewide and then link back, that kind of a thing, we can all feel like we're a bigger group, and we can utilize everyone who, in the 2,000 people, somebody's gonna know something about something that somebody has a question about. So, yeah.
Yeah, personal relationships, because people join in order to create them, and that's how we get our pool of worker bees.
That's what we want worker bees.
Helpers.
Yeah. Part of the community, building community is another thing.
Yes, I'm not using the B word.
Yeah.
Something stuck out to me was quarterly meetings for new members. Yeah, and then there was another one too, if I might add.
You mean orientation for new members, or?
I'm sorry?
That's
You
what
mean
we called it,
orientation
yeah.
for new members?
No, a quarterly meeting for new members to keep them involved for at least the first year they're involved with us. This is what they're getting out of their new membership, which is 1 year. They paid for the first year, so this first year, you gotta go ahead and have a quarterly meeting.
So they have to have an extra meeting, because they're new?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, she's got one more. Give me your second one.
That's part of it, and then they can get onto that list as to where they're not identified. Okay, and then after that, there was another thing that we had talked about too. This wasn't my idea, so don't look at me, I'm just the messenger. Okay, something else that we had talked about too was merch.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good idea.
Merchandise.
And having
Yeah,
a gift table
I
for
love
every event
merch.
that we do, including our speaker series.
Perfect.
avoid doom recruiting. Yes.
What's that?
What is that?
Doom?
As in it's doomsday if we don't get a recruit for this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
You just don't offer it.
Well, that's doom recruiting.
Yeah, could you explain that more? I'm not sure.
It's, if we don't get somebody to volunteer for this, it's going away.
Yeah.
It's too
That's not the
negative.
way to get.
That's not the way to get people. The way to get people is to
To
personal
kind of
connection.
piggyback on her idea, when we have the quarterly.
It's Debbie.
I'm sorry, Debbie's idea. When we have the quarterly meeting and we ask the new members, what have you gotten in the last 3 months, you know?
Or whatever, yes.
We can take the blurbs from there and put them on the website, so people who might be thinking about coming go, this is what I can get from the CWC.
Testimonials. Testimonials. Yeah, oh.
Yummy coats. Oh, okay, I'll take that.
Okay, you can have it.
Any member does.
Yeah,
Any member
testimonials.
can give you that.
And don't ask the guy that would say, well, I didn't actually get anything.
Well, we don't have to take his blurb, you know? We pick and choose.
Copyright.
What else?
Somebody,
Sorry.
somebody did say to me though today about, you know, it's just like, what are we giving? What do we give to these people? What's your reason?
What's the point of the relation,
Yeah,
of
what's
the
the point?
organization?
What am I?
Publications and contests.
If I asked you that, would you be able
Yeah.
to tell me?
That's exactly right. Speakers.
No,
Those are three
I'm
things.
asking, the question is,
Redwood is very good for
if I
those.
come to you
Right.
and you're a new member, and I
Right.
need to know, is this like, or what, you know, and you come to me and you ask me, is this like, well, what do I get for this membership, other than a name on a piece of paper that says I'm a member of the California Writers Club?
Well, I think the idea is writers helping writers. So you get a team of colleagues that are willing to share with you and help you
That's a
and
good
be helped
answer.
by you.
But you have to be able to provide that.
Yeah, but we have a whole packet
Yeah.
right
And
at the
so
front.
how do you
There's no
do that
ambiguity.
on a regular basis so that you're building those relationships, those links?
So you guys are
Yes.
finding these little flakes, and now you're finding more little flakes, and pretty soon you're gonna have a nugget. Great idea.
Information.
Nice
People want
touch.
information about
You get enough
how to
nuggets,
be
you
better
can meet at the
writers, how to
bar.
get published.
I know you guys are being facetious, but however, it's a really serious topic. as
Oh, it
far
is.
as-
I'm not being facetious at all. I'm saying that you guys have found these little flakes, and now, because we're all in this room together, and we're all tossing these ideas around together, you're networking here with your peers, and you're helping each other. That was the whole goal of this conference,
Right.
is to take what you've got here and start networking and see what you can help each other with in your branches and CWC as a whole, and what you can bring back, and the relationships that you're building here. I know quite a few of you, but there's a lot of you I don't know, and you know, all of your ideas percolate in our heads, and we come up with more and more things that we can help each other with, which is why I'll put all this together, and we'll try and get, you know, a quick little blurb for each of these things so that we can put it up on the resource page, and we can have ideas flowing back and forth. There's no sense in reinventing the wheel. Now, you might have to tweak something because you know you're going from a 16-inch wheel to an 18-inch wheel, but you've got the backbone of things, and you might as well use those. So, yeah.
Two things. First of all, merch. We have no cards that we have in the past had as merch in our branch, and they're all set up, and I can provide them for you if you want to order some to sell.
Nice.
One of the benefits to being in the Berkeley branch is every summer at our summer social, we have a tradition of doing a raucous group reading, usually after a couple rounds of beer, of the poem Columbus. And we should, if you guys have me come speak, I'll demonstrate.
Can we film that?
It is, yeah, it's pretty epic.
No.
She's our new president, she's not down with our traditions.
A night in Bohemia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I also want to ask you guys, yeah, you got one?
Incentives for members filling out surveys, just like a free year membership or something.
By the way, everyone should understand in this group that we can offer a courtesy membership to anyone, which gives them free membership for a year. They can't vote and so on, but that gives them free membership. So your speakers could always be offered, instead of a honorarium, can be offered a courtesy membership. Or both. Right. And I don't think use it a lot, but most of the branches, I've never seen it as a part of their branch.
We used to do that, but we realized that it was more of a value to have full members than courtesy members. So when we have a speaker, we just pay for their membership if they want to be a member. So we have a.
Well, they don't see the difference, do they, Kristen? I mean.
We want them to vote.
Oh, okay. Oh,
If it's
okay.
a
Okay.
courtesy member, they're not fully a member of the.
I think they could
And
just
can't
not serve
run
on the board. Yeah, they
and
can't be
so,
on the
like,
board.
When we
Right.
want real members who can actually help.
Participate, help!
And then I'm not gonna ask you to name names, but I want a show of hands if you came away with at least one other person from a different branch, not your own branch, that you wanna stay in touch with. You've got some ideas, you've talked with them about something, so just a general show of hands. The attendee list, you've come away with, yeah, okay, so great, I want to make sure that we're capturing everything that is gonna help you as we walk away from here today, which the team put together a really good, the little highlights of the different speakers. I think Roger's gonna probably put together a little thing with Tim's keynote. He'll put together a little thing that we're talking about here today. But you guys have this wonderful resource that you got today for this conference here, and the attendee list. Even if you're in a different job, if you have found somebody that you feel like you've connected to, keep that relationship going. There's so many people with so much experience here, and we can't all have overall experience because it gets watered down, but you have everybody who has something else that they can add to your experience for your branch and for yourself. I mean, again, I'm looking at, besides seeing the little flakes and the little nuggets, I want to take away that 24 karat gold. We volunteer, I'm going to use that word, we volunteer a lot of our time and our effort for our branches. You should be getting something out of it. The reason I volunteer is because I'm giving back to what I've gotten out of my branch. And I hope that most people do the same thing. So it should be a give and take. It shouldn't all be that you pop all of your energy in as a volunteer or as a helper and get nothing back personally. But y'all shouldn't just take. You should be giving back. And that's what we're wanting to celebrate today and propagate through. So if anybody else has any others, or you think about something when I put it all together, I want to add something or whatever. And I'm going to ask you guys, I'll send it out and say, hey, if you gave me this idea, give me a brief little 1 sentence, maybe 2 sentence write-up so that we can fill this out a little bit more and make sure that everybody gets a copy of that and send it out. So again, I just want to thank everybody. Redwood did this for their 50th anniversary, which I think is a wonderful little book. When I first heard about it at the central board level, I actually we did a writing prompt in our meeting right after that, and I asked our members to write something down. And sometimes our members get really good at writing. Some people are saying, oh, I can't write on the spot like that. But I made sure I asked every single person, I went up and down the list, tell me what your nugget is, if you could give writing advice. I made every single person do it, and it was fantastic. So I think this is a great idea. I think if you haven't seen this book, Roger's got a couple of them up here. If anybody wants to, you know, I don't know if I swing them, somebody catches it, whatever. But I highly recommend talking with Roger and Marlene and putting something together like this for your branch. We are writers helping writers.
Yeah.
This is a great little advice book, and it also connects you with the writers in your branch. It would be a great book for CWC as a whole, but I also think as a branch, this is something that somebody can put together pretty easily, and it connects people within the branch. And it could be something that you can give to your new members, especially if it's not a very expensive thing to put together. Connects them into your branch right away.
That book costs us $2.18, and we sell it for $10.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not a problem.
So you can get, you know, author price of $2.18. It's a nothing deal to give them out for your branch. So again, if anybody wants to come up and grab one of these things, I think it's just a wonderful tool. I don't know how many Roger has, but
Well, I think that's the last of it. There are like
These are the
three
last?
or four, yeah.
all right,
There you go.
there we go. Perfect. Thank you, guys.
She's fabulous and glad. Thank you all for coming, and I hope it was worth your time. Drive carefully, please, so that you can then report on it later. Again, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Jerry. Thank